Alright guys, you've been asking where's this car been, so we finally are able to make a video on it. People have to work, so that's why we have not been able to get a video on it. It's the admintuning 370Z Nismo, the same one from the dyno with the Rodex Supercharged kit. The car is on 19 pounds of boost on map 1. It's got 2 maps right now. Long tube headers, ready, single legs cat back. Everything else is basically stock on it. It's got a flex fuel tune on it, flex fuel sensor, E85, basically runs on E85 all the time. I'll tell you guys why this car is basically like the definition of a perfect Nismo, or a perfect Z really. I had the same idea when I wanted to get my Z, but I couldn't find a Nismo in a manual. But this is the alternative, of course, but I didn't want to go the same route. The reason this is a perfect build to me, at least, is a lot of people will just get a base 370Z, slap a V2 Nismo bumper on it, put the V1 wheels on it, and then of course they'll put the V2 rear bumper on it, when really you can just, go get a Nismo. And then of course they put the Recaros in it. So the reason it's perfect built to me is you just go get a Nismo. It already has everything on it, the bumpers, the seats, the side skirts, already has limited slip, has the bigger brakes, and already has suspension work, just a little bit better than a regular 370Z. And then you just slap a supercharger on it, and then you call it a day. That's all you gotta do for the auto. Car already looks really good. You already have the black accents and everything, and the seats, and the gauge. So basically, the Nismos really don't need much. Literally just slap a supercharger on it, or if you get the manual, which is what I was gonna do, put a turbo on it. That's all you have to do. Maybe the only thing you could do to this is put different wheels on it. That's just my opinion, but I think that's why the 370Z Nismos are perfect, with literally just a supercharger and exhaust and tune. That's it, or single turbo. So I will let you guys hear from the owner. He'll give you his personal thoughts on the car, how it's been, what it's like to daily drive it. And as far as modifications for this car goes right now, guys, it literally just has long tube headers, Greddy catback, and stock flex plate, stock transmission. Doesn't even have a transmission cooler on it yet. It does have a 19-row oil cooler on it, but it is going to be upgraded. He does plan on putting a transmission cooler on it as well. So the main thing was just to get the car boosted first, and then now just put all the other supporting mods, because this car also does have a map 2, which is the kill map, which is about 650 plus wheel horsepower. That's not too big of an issue, but the only thing that's asking to go out is really the stock flex plate. So he's not going to mess with that much until he upgrades the flex plate. And he also has slicks for it, so you guys will be seeing this car around every now and then. But you guys kept wanting to see the car, how it is, how it runs. So all right guys, don't forget to follow him on Instagram, Charged Nismo. Now we're going to ask him what he thinks about his Nismo, and tell him a little bit of history. Is this your first 370Z?
No, I've had a couple other VQs, probably 3 others before this one. This is my first boosted one. I gotta say, it's very different from the NA game. It's a game changer. Very fun. I guess you could say dangerous or complicated, so that you really need to do the stuff right the first time, so that you don't waste more money than you should. So with this car, I have the Rodex Supercharger on it. And if I gotta say anything about the build, or any tips for anybody that's trying to do the same thing, it's to really just do things the right way first, because you don't want to cheap out on parts and then they fuck up and you gotta go buy the right ones after and waste more money. Try to get parts that are gonna make room for more boost. Like me, I have the 1300 injectors. I started off with 1050s, which is a big mistake. I had to upgrade to the 1300s. I have twin pumps that helped a lot with the fuel return system, relay kits, and overall enjoy the road to your build, because if you rush things always go wrong too. You're always gonna have your car, so just enjoy it, because if you rush things and you mess it up, you're just gonna take longer to do things right.
What's the next mods for this car?
So I really want to work on transmission mods. I want to get a flex plate, transmission cooler. With me being an auto, it's very important to keep the transmission in good shape. Eventually, maybe I'll switch to a VR30 tranny in the future, but for now, I at least want to get the flex plate and the cooler to help out the transmission do its job. probably maybe wheels. I do have a drag pack at home. I just need new tires. That way we can hook on the kill map. That way Jordan can make some more videos with the kill map, doing full sends. We can race a couple cars.
As far as the intercooler, do you plan on changing that, or you're gonna keep the same intercooler?
Being honest, I'm gonna change it to a Soho one.
Alright guys, so that gives you a little bit more info about the car. We'll have some pulls come up on it and start up. Everything on this car is stock. The brakes, the wheels, the tire size in the rears, just a 285, right?
285.
And what, do you even know what brand? Bridgestone Potenza. So other than that, everything else is stock in this car, and this car is also full weight. So, literally full weight. Other than that, guys, enjoy the pulls. I hope this was enough information that you guys needed. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and just enjoy the pulls. All the pulls are gonna be on just the race map. Obviously, we could up the boost, but it's not the brightest idea because the car is not even gonna hook, and why even put on the kill map when it doesn't even have the supporting mods. So all these will be on the race map. It's like 540 wheel, 530-ish wheel on race map. This man's thinking like, look, it's 3022. White out your window. I'm sure you can probably see through it though. A G35. Oh wait, I know who that was actually.